Very good morning to one and all present here. Today I am going to present COPO mapping for the subject Computer Integrated Manufacturing Systems. Before moving to the COPO mapping metrics, let us have a discrimination between what is course outcome and the program outcome. The course outcome, which elaborates the individual unit-wise outcome in order to achieve the specific goal for the particular subject. Say, for example, in computer integrated manufacturing, the total number of units are classified as 5. For each unit, there will be specific measurable the course outcome that are defined as CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, and finally CO5. These are the 5 major course outcomes. So these course outcomes will differ from one subject to other subject. And for the given the course outcome, we need to map all the 5 course outcomes with the 12 program outcomes. The program outcomes will be remain same for all branches in engineering. So what are the 12 program outcomes? Let us see here one after the other. Engineering knowledge. The second one was problem analysis. The third program outcome, design and development of solutions. The fourth one is conduct investigations of complex problems, modern tool usage, engineer and society, environment and sustainability. Eighth one was ethics, individual and teamwork, communication, project management and finance. And the last one is lifelong learning. So these are the 12 program outcomes. So we need to compare and match with the course outcomes. And the program specific outcomes for mechanical department is framed to be 2 types. One is fundamental sciences, the other one is solving real-time problems. These are the 2 program specific outcomes fixed for the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Now we are going to work out mechanically how COPO mapping the table metrics can be done very effectively. Before moving to the mapping of COPO metrics, now we shall go with the listing of program outcomes from individual unit order wise. Say, after completing the first unit, the students can able to be knowledgeable in converting the design information of the product into into manufacturing planning and manufacturing control. So this was the course outcome for the first unit. And the second unit in SIM, at the end of the second unit, the student can able to gain knowledge on computers, how we can able to integrate the computers at various levels of planning, administration work, and manufacturing, and understand the concept of computer networking, CAD/CAM integration, process planning, and production planning. Similarly, for the unit number 3, upon the completion of third unit, students can able to gain knowledge about the fundamental concept of product design, simultaneous engineering, and reverse engineering. And for the fourth unit, CO4, understanding the basic concepts of database manufacturing system and handle various product data and various software information. And the last unit, fifth unit, CO5, apply modern technological tools like simulation, complex analytical tools, and what are the challenges faced in manufacturing by the application of these tools and techniques. So these are the 5 course outcomes. So now we are going to map these course outcomes with 12 program outcomes and also with the program specific outcomes. So let us go to the mapping table. So first list out the number of COs and the number of PO and PSOs in the table as listed here. And now take the first row in the table, CO1 mapped with PO1. What is CO1? So CO1 describes about the ability of students to develop knowledge by converting the design information into manufacturing planning and control. So this CO1 has to be mapped with the PO1, program outcome. So the program outcome PO1 tells about basic applied engineering knowledge. So yes, it is absolutely proven here. Both CO1 and PO1 are mutually highly correlated. So the maximum score value is given 3. So the score values are rated as 1, 2, and 3. 1 means having low correlation between individual CO and PO. 2 means medium correlation between CO and PO mapping. And 3 means high correlation between CO and PO. In this case, CO1 and PO1 are highly correlated. So 3 out of 3. The scores are given as 3 out of 3. Maximum weightage. Then you take the next comparison, CO1, course outcome 1 and the program outcome 2. So what is program outcome 2? How that can be mapped with the CO1? The problem analysis. This is the second program outcome. So how this can be correlated with CO1? So once again, I repeat, CO1 is nothing but gaining knowledge on fundamental design by converting the design information into manufacturing planning and control. Yes, this is having some point of medium correlation with the PO2. So it has been rated as 2 out of 3. The next one, PO3, CO1 with the PO3. So what is program outcome 3? So design and development of solutions. So in this case, CO1 and PO3 has high correlation because the CO1 tells about the CAD design basic information. So a student must establish the design knowledge in order to convert the design information into a manufacturable product. So this as having high correlation 3. Similarly, map CO1 with the PO4. So conduct complex investigation of problems. Yes, this also having high correlation with the CO1. So student has to think and investigate what are the possible way to simplify the design module of the product. And also they must able to cut down the wastage cost in manufacturing by making the design more simple and easier. Then PO5, modern tool usage. Yes, this case also mutually satisfies with the CO1 having high correlation index 3 out of 3. And the other POs, the program outcomes, are not exactly meted out with CO1, the course outcome 1. So it has, these spaces are not filled. Then coming to last one, PO12, lifelong learning, and CO1, program outcome 1. So these two have mutual correlation with the higher order, say 3 out of 3. See, every student have to practice these skills lifelong through the career. So all the subjects in engineering must be practiced as a continuous improvement and career development for the progress in future. So lifelong learning comes mutually under CO1, program outcome 1. Then coming to program specific objective, mapping of PSO1 with the CO1. So PSO1 tells about fundamental learning, basic knowledge of mathematics, physics, applied engineering concepts. Yes, this also mutually having high correlation with the CO1. And similarly, PSO2, solving real-time problems. So that also have high correlation with CO1. So given as equal weightage 3. So likewise, we have to map the remaining 4 CO with all 12 POs and 2 PSOs. So let us continue the discussion in the same similar manner. Now, what is CO2? Second unit, the course outcome. Gaining knowledge how to integrate the computers at various levels of planning and manufacturing, and understanding the concept of computer networking, CAD/CAM integration, computer process planning, and production planning. So CO2 with the PO1. So PO1 is about engineering knowledge. Yes. So CO2 has a strong high correlation with the PO1. So 3 is been awarded for CO2 with the PO1. Then next CO2 with the PO2. So engineering analysis. Yes. So this is also having mutual high correlation. And PO3. So design and development of solutions with the CO compared with the CO2. So CO2 is about integration of computers for various functional purposes. Yes, exactly. So PO3 is also successfully met with compared with CO2. So with given a high credit of 3, then PO4 with CO2. So program outcome 2 with the program outcome 4 with course outcome 2. So what is PO4? Complex investigation of solutions. So in this case also CO2 and PO4 are mutually rated with the high score 3. And PO5 is modern tool usage. Here also the course outcome 2 may as highly correlated. So the same value is given 3. And coming to lifelong learning, PO12 with the CO2. So here also we can able to have high correlation. And PSO1, PSO2, same amount of degree of correlation maintained for the course outcome number 2. And remaining 3 course outcomes, we have to perform the same process. Let us see that also. CO3. So the third course outcome, which gives about the view on gaining knowledge on fundamental concept of product design, simultaneous engineering, and reverse engineering. Yes. So now let us see the mapping of CO3 with the PO1. Yes. So CO3, which tells about the fundamental product design knowledge like simultaneous engineering, reverse engineering. Using these methods, yes, we can able to improve the efficiency of the product within a short span of time. So we can able to consider as high correlation. So the value given as 3 for CO3 and PO1. Now compare CO3 with the PO2. PO2 is engineering analysis, so which is having a medium correlation. Since CO3 clearly explains about the allied oriented the design concepts, that is integrated product design and development concepts, so which does not have high correlation with the PO2. So it has been given as medium rank as 2 out of 3. And the other PO say PO3, PO4, PO5, and PO12 as having high degree of correlation. So it has given equally 3 as a common weightage. And similarly for PSO1 and PSO2. So how to understand the basic essence of reverse engineering and simultaneous engineering, and at the same time how to make it really workable in real-time problem solving method. So in that case, the two PSOs are having high degree of connectivity with the third course outcome CO3. Now CO4, fourth course outcome. So comparing with the PO1, what is the fourth course outcome? Understand the basics of database manufacturing system and how to handle various product data with the help of the software system. Yes, for making the database management, the control of software also, we require a technical engineering knowledge how to handle it. So CO4 and PO1 having a high degree of correlation. So it is given as 3. And similarly, PO2 and CO4. So compare CO4 with PO2. So here it has medium correlation. So the weightage given as 2. Similarly, PO3 has medium correlation. So both has fixed as 2 out of the overall ranking out of 3. And next PO4 and PO5. PO4 tells about the investigation of complex solution. Yes, through with the help of database integrated management system, we can able to handle multiple amount of data within a short duration. So CO4, the course outcome, highly able to correlate with program outcome 4. So it is fixed as 3, highest correlation. Similarly, PO5, the modern tool usage, that also fixed as 3. So using modern tool usage, say for example, enterprise resource planning software, data management software, can able to control the entire company in single head. So in that case, CO4 and PO5 is high correlation. And similarly, PO12, PSO1 and PSO2, each having equal weightage 3. So by practicing the automated data management system throughout the lifetime, so we can able to increase the business efficiency with high top speed and more revenue, the profit. So in that case, PO12 having high correlation with CO4. And the last course outcome, CO5, mapped with the PO1. Before that, we will go back and see what is CO5. Applying modern computational analytical simulation tools and techniques to face the challenges in manufacturing. So use of various simulation and graphical tools to consider what are the challenges in manufacturing. Yes, this purely comes under uh, engineering knowledge, how to develop the simulation tools, okay, in various fields of manufacturing. Yes, it is having high correlation. Similarly, PO2, PO3, PO4, and PO5 all have equal weightage, high correlation. PO2 means engineering analysis, use of design tools and standards, and PO4, complex investigation of problem solutions and modern tool usage, all are having high correlation. Then PO12, lifelong learning. Yes, to run the simulation tool, we require a long-term goal to practice every day, each and every day, in order to continuously improve each and every business process through simulation technique. So this having a long high correlation. So the 3 is being awarded for PO12 with CO5. And the next thing, PSO1 and PSO2. So PSO1 is medium correlate with CO5. and the PSO2 is having high correlation with CO5. So these are the different way to map CO and PO metrics table. And after mapping the CO PO table, identify is there any gaps in the subject which you are undergoing for the UG students. So in my subject, the gap found is robotics and automation, um, which does not able to meet the industry professional requirements. So a special lecture has been conducted to meet out the gap, to enrich the knowledge of the students on fundamentals of robotics and automation by addressing the pivotal lifelong learning. So I hope you follow the different instructions which I presented for COPO mapping. So thank you and wish you all the best for your future career. Thank you once again.